I think that would scare too many people. How'd that come out? Really? Okay. Hey, it's Friday, everybody. I just figured that out. It's February what? 17th? Is it 17th, Minnie?
Yes.
17th. Okay, hey, Minnie, really quick. What's half of 36?
18?
Okay, good job. Okay, remember that, everybody. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Festool Friday, and that means it's Festool Live. It's 12 noon. You all know that. How many people we got online right now? A lot?
85.
85. Thank you for being here. We love you. Okay, let me introduce the rules so I can get going on a new Tool Friday. It's Big D over here on the board. Okay, we have Chris the Unit Seibert on the camera. We have Brent, who's on, as us old guys say, he's on the line answering your questions. Thank you very much, Mr. Shively. You guys met him last week on Festool Live. We have Minnie, Sparky, and Peyton. Peyton's chilling today. Check it out.
I'm impressed.
Minnie, do you give Sparky doggy downers?
No.
No, he's just,
This comfortable.
he's that mellow, huh?
Yeah.
Man. Oh, look, it's Peyton go. Okay, everybody. This is episode number 128. It's on the CTC MIDI. I did a Festool Sedge earlier in the week on it, or about it, with the Bluetooth. I'll cover that today. But everybody said, what's the difference between the CTC MIDI and the CT MIDI? The C means cordless, so I'm going to go over the new cordless MIDI with you. Okay, you're watching on YouTube, you may be watching on Facebook, and you may be watching on Instagram because we're streaming across all 3 platforms now. But could you do me a favor? Could you, because I need to keep this job. Can you, when you go on the YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Please hit the notification button. And will you please check out the Build with Brent series? It's awesome. Can you check out Inside Festool? It's wicked cool. But I say we, Chris the Unit Seibert has been working wicked hard this week on 2 videos. And I'm really happy because those will be released soon. I think the build-off videos released, right, Unit?
Yeah, build-off's up.
Okay, and then we have another one where last week we had the build-off. You know that. Episode 127 was the build-off live. By the way, we have 7 days left on the online auction. You can go, where can you see that, Big D, the auction? It's on our Festool USA.
It's a /
auction. Just go there. You can bid on both tables we built last week. I am so impressed already how much people have outreached and bid them up already. They're beautiful.
My address for them to ship it to me.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? Did that come across? Minnie says, I'll provide you my address so you can ship them to me. It's kind of cool because here at Festool, we're both, it's an even Steven, I think, of who likes which table. They're both to die for. They're both winners. They are amazing. So the day before we started the PR event, and that HEPA, Russ and Jake were here, and they did something with me upstairs where I was really nervous to make this happen, but they came through. And what I'm getting at is the unit's been working all week on this new video. It's a Shaper Festool collaboration. You're going to see 2 tables I built with a couple of my friends a few years back, and it was wonderful, but we had to cut into them and put them some outlets. So wait till you see what they did. It's unbelievable. Please check out that video. Okay, that's enough of me chatting. That was 4 minutes. I'm kind of early with that. Let's see. This is episode 128. Now, I have this set up, and I want you to see something because there's going to be some questions coming about this, and I will answer it in one simple demonstration. You've seen me rip a piece of plywood in here on several occasions, okay? But bear with me because I want you to see this, and this will, like I said, this will probably answer a couple questions for you. Now I'm going to set it up. I'm going to set it up with my limit stop. This is for plunge cutting. It goes on here and it keeps the saw from lifting. I've covered that as well. But I use this little 6mm offset when I'm ripping a piece of plywood, just like this, okay? So I don't take all of it off. Now, as I put this on, I got 2 batteries on here. I'm going to make sure my Bluetooth is enabled really quick. Come on, Sedge, get it on there. There it goes. Okay. Let me just... Okay, so it didn't come on, so I'm going to... Unit, come over here.
Yep.
I'm going to take it like this, and I'm going to hit this button. Okay. And I'm going to watch. Nope. I'm going to cycle it on. You know why? You know what I got to do? Oh, duh.
The batteries in?
Hey, I already put the batteries in. I'm going to turn it on. Hello. I got it all the way up, and I'm going to hit this button. Check it out. And you see how it turns blue? See how it came on? So now the battery is cycled to the unit. So let me take this over. I got it set up for 3/4. I'm going to check it first, and let's make the rip. Okay. Wait a minute. See how it's still running? Big D, you get your smartphone? Okay. Do you guys have smartphones at home? Yeah, you probably do. So I don't want to say, hey, this is pretend. What I want you to do is I want you to time it with me. I'm going to make a second cut. Okay? Chris, can you get down here? Can you see a lot of dust on the floor? Okay. Big D, I'm going to have you stop me in just a couple of seconds because I'm going to make 2 cuts with this because I am so daggone impressed with it. It's ridiculous. You ready? Yep. Okay. Tell me when.
Ready, set, go.
Okay. Now I do have, hopefully you can hear over this, I do have the TSC KEB saw with 2 18-volt batteries. How long? What? It's clearing out the hose.
The rip was less than 13 seconds.
Okay, 13 seconds. So I want you to hear this, okay? Because when we premiered this last Wednesday, the #1 question was, what's the runtime with batteries? Okay, it's a 36 volt system, the CTC MIDI. Okay, it does not run with 1 battery. It does not run with 12 volt Festool batteries. It does not run with the old 15 point whatevers. Okay, it has to have 2 18-volt batteries. Now you can mix and match the batteries. You can do 2 4.0s, 2 5.0s, 2 3.1s. I have those all right here. Or you can use an 18-volt 5.0 or in a 4.0. But here's the run times I wanted to cover. Now hopefully I remember this. Let me see if I get it down. Okay, you will get with 2 4.0s, this one right here, in the tank right here, and I'll show you this in a few minutes, you will get 22 minutes of runtime. Okay, Big D, make sure you get that calculator going. With the 2 5.0s, you're going to get 30 minutes of runtime. Now, how many rips is that, Big D? Let's do the math. 30 minutes. 13, just take 13 and put it into 60 times 30. So let's just say 4. Just say 4. 15 seconds, right? Okay, 4 rips each minute. 4 times 30. 120 rips, 8-foot rips. So is that what you're going to use inside a shop? No, but you need that portability. You need to go sand some molding somewhere. You need to go with your Capex. I think you might know there's a cordless Capex coming out. Stay tuned in the next few weeks. Okay? You have that portability inside a house. I'm not going to call out the person's name, but he reached out to me yesterday, or maybe even this morning, and he said, man, I saw all the stuff you guys did in the last week. And he goes, I can't wait for that cordless Capex and that cordless CT MIDI because I have 1 outlet in a remodel I'm doing. He goes, this will be perfect for what I'm doing. So if you really think about it, you're out on a job site and you don't have the power, or all the trades are fighting for the power. Look. You can walk in with the MIDI, a track saw, a sander. it makes so much daggone sense. Oh, wait a minute. You plug the sander somewhere else, right? Okay, and guess what? You have the remote to turn on this. You have a cordless grinder, our AGC you can use. So it opens up so much opportunities for you. You don't have a cord dragging all the way on top of a scaffolding when you're sanding some outside window frames. It really opens up the possibilities. So that's why we came out with the CTC MIDI. All right, it's a 4-gallon capacity. I don't want to say everything is exactly the same as the MIDI. We did, I think it was last year, the CT MIDI and new CT MIDI. Yes, all the accessories are the same. Okay, so if you have a CT MIDI right now, I think it's after 2019, everything will fit. All right. I have a few accessories on here, but I'll go through it in a minute. I'll go over a few things with the CT MIDI, but if I forget something, then you can go to the CT MIDI episode. I forget what episode that was. So maybe Big D, you can look that up while I'm doing this, and you can yell out the episode. Okay, so we're going to look inside, and I'm going to move it over to here. Just get rid of that stuff. I'm going to undo the track saw really quick, because I want you to see something. Because I mentioned something earlier. Chris, I'm going to put it up here. And I'm going to have you, if you don't mind, unit, come right over here. And we're going to open it up. Okay. Because you have to see this. And I was trying to figure out what the right way to do this is yesterday. And it does not come with the long life bag. Okay, but remember in past episodes, I showed you, oh, look, it's a long life bag. And I showed you with the bag on the TSC. And I showed you in the CTC Sys, the small compact dust extractor, how much we captured. So yesterday I was running this, and I go, how am I going to do this? And I went, duh. So we made 2 8-foot rips. Unit, come on over. Big D, do we have the overhead? No, we don't have an overhead. Okay, too cool. I think we can open this up, and this does not come with it, but it's an accessory you can get. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it off so I have an easy way to empty this. And this is 2 rips, and hopefully I don't breathe too much of this dust in. But oh yeah, look at that. Look at this, guys. Look how unbelievable that is. So if you look at the statistics and you look at our MIDI and Mini, I believe it says 130 CFM. And this is, excuse me, no wonder I love dust extraction. Hey, unit, you getting a little dust up there too?
I'm trying not to.
Okay, but look at this. It's 2 rips. That's unbelievable if you ask me. Okay, and Chris, let's get down here. Look at the floor. There's barely anything on there. So if you're concerned when you look at the statistics, on run times, you know you're going to get a ton of rips, 8-foot rips, right? Don't look at the run time, because if you're in the shop, you're going to use your other CTs. Look at the portability and think, what am I actually doing out on the job site? I'm going to be in and out. Get the CTC MIDI. And you can also have other batteries, and I'm going to cover that in a minute. But also when you look at the CFM, it's 109 CFM versus 130. Or with our larger dust extractors, it's 137. You see how effective it is. Okay, the only thing I'm going to say, if you want to do this demo, you got to get a long life bag. I know you're not going to get a demo, but check it out. You need to get a second CT to suck this up. Okay, but check it out. Hopefully that got the point across. Sometimes you look at things, sometimes I look at things on paper and I go, well, wait a minute, let me test it first. Okay, let me just get rid of that. And that's the long life bag. This is how it comes. All right, let's dive in a little, because when you look at bags, I'm going to give you a really cool tip. I've been doing this forever with all my CTs. Okay, you're going to be out on a job site. You may be up in the house. You might have some spare bags, but you know what? Put one always in the bottom, because when this fills up, guess what? You don't have to run down to the van, or maybe it's sitting in your shop. So let's go over the bag really quick. I've done this before, probably 100 times, but there's a tab that goes in here like this, okay, and then it locks right in there like this, and when I put the port, it aims right in there. So look at this little schematic here. When this gets full, you take it like this, and you close it off because you don't want to breathe it. But what I like to do, Chris, come over here, watch Sparky, is I have a full one here when I emptied it. I'm going to take this out to the dumpster, or what, I may just take this home because I use these when they're full like that and they're kind of soft. I use them for camping pillows. Okay. What do you think, Unit?
I like it.
You like it? Minnie's laughing. Hey, I gotta have some shtick, don't I? Okay, listen, box of bags. It's the same box of bags as the Mini in MIDI, okay? Always consult our catalog because the Mini and MIDI have been out forever, but we had the reface a few years ago. So I think it says pre-2019 or the old style. The lineup is in the middle. Now it's off to the side. The Mini and MIDIs take the same bags now. And you just lock it in, fluff it out. On the back here, this is an accessory. I pulled one out of stock. Where are you? It does not come with it in the scope of delivery. But what it does is it gives you extra storage for charges, okay, or extra batteries in there. So, you know, you could pull two 18-volt batteries, or 3 or 4, and put them in there. You got an hour of runtime, okay? And you know the chargers charge them fairly quickly, right? Okay, good. So I'm going to put this back on, and we're ready to rock and roll. Whew! I didn't know how to do this, but Chris, come on over here so we can open it up and I can show you. Where the batteries go in is right on top here. And I'm going to just hit that. And hopefully you all know this because I've said this 100 times in the episodes. When you see 3 bars, that means 70 to 100%. Okay? If it's 2 bars, it's 40 to 70%. If it's 1 bar, it's 15 to 40%. And if it's blinking 1 bar, that means get it on the charger. You're 0 to 15%. All right, so when you're going out, you're in the truck or the van or the shop, you're going out to do a job. You just check it like this. You go, man, look at that. I got all that power. Throw a couple extra batteries or a charge in there, or your 2 charges and you're ready to go. It's a perfect complement for this 18-volt system that we are pouring all our time into. Okay, and boy, wait till you see. I think you might, if you watched last Wednesday night, we gave you just a slight hint of the possibilities that are coming or are coming. And I'll start to cover some of them on Festool Live pretty quick here. So get ready. I think we're coming to a town near you too to check it out. So thank you if you attended last Wednesday night. We loved it. It was a great attendance. Okay, let's look at I'll bring it back up here. It comes with the typical 27mm hose, and we'll cover this too. All right, this is your on and off switch. Okay, manual means it's running. Okay, let me turn it on so you can see this. And then you have these different levels. Okay, if you're running in a lower level, you'll get more runtime. Okay, but I always try to run it all the way up. If I'm sanding, and you know this because I've taught you this on 2 or 3 of the Festool Lives, if I want less swirl marks and I'm sanding, A, you'll get a longer runtime, but B, you'll get less swirl marks because it breaks the surface tension. Okay, so let's bring it all the way up. And the reason I'm doing that is let's look right here. This is a self-cleaning function, but it's not self. You are the self. So it's pretty simple. Look, I got it on manual. You saw that, right? I got my suction all the way up. Okay, 2. Pay attention, everybody. I put my hand over the hose. And 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn it off so we can discuss this. What happens is right up above here is a little gasket, spring-loaded, and I'm opening it up. And what's happening is there's a burst of air. This is the high pressure. The vacuum is the low pressure, and it's going boom, boom, and it's cleaning your HEPA filter. Standard scope of delivery on the CTC MIDI is a HEPA filter. Next, there's a secondary filter that you'll see. This is an addition, and this right here is what we call the foam filter or the foam breaker. It's all built in, so I put that in there. And that, my friends, is if you're using this as a wet vac. The first thing you do when you have a wet vac is what? Big D? You take the bag out. So I'm going to take the bag out, just like this. And there you go. I take my spare out. And now it makes a great, fantastic, what? Wet vac. So I'm going to flip it over. And right here, you'll see these two steel tips. What happens is we don't want water going up into the turbine, which lives right in here, the motor. So it's not a ball float like you see on typical shop vacs where when the level of the water rises, the ball goes up and shuts it off. This is electronic. So when it makes connectivity, when water here, when the level's up, it switches to the electronics and shuts it off. The reason we have the foam filter is because before it gets to the turbine, the foam that may be created in the tub is blocked. And here's that little mechanical piece, and I'll go like this. See, let me just show you. And you can't see it, but it's actually opening underneath and letting the air flow. So that is how you use it as a wet vac. Hopefully that made sense. Chris, did that make sense?
I thought so.
Oh. So I'm going to put, oopsie, what do I got to do? Put the bag back in. Boom, there's one bag. There's two bags. All right. Let's talk about, if this is also very quiet, I don't know if you know that or could hear it, it's 65 decibels. Does anybody know what the average mini human voice is, decibel level? Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Okay, it's actually 80. 80 decibels is the average human voice. I've been clocked in at 250. We had folks here yesterday say, hey, where's that loud guy? I'm loud? I never knew that. Okay, so that was cool. Hey, we had some nice people in yesterday, huh, man?
We really did.
Yeah, we had the Hows and we had Mike from Michigan, from Detroit.
Kent and Sandy.
Yeah, Kent and Sandy. Thank you for stopping in. It was nice to chat yesterday. Woo! All right, let's keep going. It has the kickstand. So if you're working on a scaffold or a flight of stairs, it doesn't roll around. It also has what? This little feature right here. I really like this. This used to be on the CT22 and 33. If I'm working inside a house, or if I need to blow something out, this is a bypass. I take it like this, and now this is a blower feature. Hopefully I can do something to blow something. But actually the hose it's coming out, and I can blow stuff off. I can use it as a hair dryer. But what is cool is I can actually take this hose, stick it out a window, put another hose in, and if I'm sanding something where a little bit of odor is in there, I can take the odor outside. Oh boy, there go my notes. Hey, that's kind of cool. Wait a minute. Woohoo! Did you get that? Okay, did you see how I shut that off? It comes with a Bluetooth remote, I believe.
I will check scope of delivery.
Check scope of delivery. I think it comes with the Bluetooth remote. That's where my notes went flying. So when you get this, it is Bluetooth enabled. Okay, so I'm going to do this because this was a question that came up this week. I'm going to turn it completely off, and I'm going to take my remote and go like this. Okay, and I'm going to hold it because this remote only works with when it's synced to a module, and it has a built-in module. Big D, you there? You see how it turned magenta? Okay, so what we're going to do is when you get this, okay, we're going to turn it on. Okay, now this is where we always have a situation. If I touch this, which I did for the Bluetooth battery, that is for a battery. See how it's blinking? Okay, it comes with a remote, everybody. I was right. I know I watched it, I looked at it yesterday, but I wanted to verify. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that off right now. Okay, stop it. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna stop it because I'm not doing the battery. But you saw that, right? Look, the remote doesn't work. Okay, if I take this and watch, I hold it. See how it's blinking wicked quick now? Is that coming through? Okay, that is now ready to pair the remote. Oh, phew, it came on. Wait for it. There's a little pause, so be patient with it. And now this remote is paired with this going forward. Hopefully that came through and it worked out for you. Okay, I'm going to turn this here, take this like this, put it back. It comes in, and you know, we don't talk about this enough, but it comes with this part right here, okay? And this is really nice. This part is known as a SystDock. What is a SystDock? S-Y, every time you see Sys with the Festool system, it is short for what? System. And we have this T-lock on here. So I'm gonna come right over here and I'm going out and I'm working, doing some trim routing. And I'm going to take that, and if we look on top of here, we call this the SystDock. It's a docking system for our sustainers, whether it's T-lock, and I'm ready to go. So there you go. I think I've covered almost everything. All right, the nice thing, it is now, the MIDI is now cordless. There's all kinds of statistics I could talk about. I wanted to get across to you today that it is very powerful. Hey, and I was talking to Rick today. You guys, hopefully you've met him before, Rick Bush. And he's saying, you know, Sedge, we could have put a more powerful motor on here, but guess what? We wouldn't have had the long run times on it. We could have put a less powerful motor and had longer run times. We found the sweet spot in Germany to make sure we could offer a 36-volt system to you with a great run time on there. And I'm glad I was ripping. It was his idea. Rip a piece of plywood and time it, and then show how much dust is collected. So thank you, Rick, for that. Wow, Minnie, you've been going crazy today. I'm just looking around the room to see if I've covered everything. We got the HEPA filter covered. I'm going to put that back in. I'm going to take out the foam filter. The other way, nope, that's the right way. So there we go. Hey, I think I covered everything, eh? Big D, good? Hey, I said 5 minutes. It was 25 minutes.
Can I have this now?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh my God, I'm cramping Minnie's style. Okay, like we always do, it's time to call out everybody. We good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We got Joe from Waseca, Illinois. We have Doug from Zville. Is that Zionsville?
Yes.
Hey, Doug from Zionsville, how are you? We have Andrew from Toledo. We have Mark S. from Woodcraft. We have Bo from Alabama. We have Michelle from Paris, France. Mike M. from Austin, Texas. Hey, Mike, stay tuned. I think I'm coming down there 2 or 3 times this year, brother. Clint from Cape Town. Christopher, he's always there. How you doing, Christopher? From Malta. Man, I want to go to Malta. Soren from Denmark. Des from Harrogate, England. Larry from Sun City West, Arizona. Chris from Bowling Green. Warren from Batavia. Willie from Freeville. Brian St. John Moss from the Bahamas. Woo! How are you, brother? David from Southwest France. Mark from the Netherlands. Brian from Painesville, Minnesota. Renzo from Mississauga. Blake Weber from Novato, California. How you doing, Blake? Rick from sunny Blackpool, UK. We have Jim from Pensacola, Florida. Jason from Puyallup, Washington. Ron from Eatontonville, Washington. Renee from Nairobi, Kenya.
New.
Wow, that is so cool. This is what's really weird is I just watched a program about the great national parks, and they were talking about Kenya, and there's a heck of a beautiful national park in Kenya that I really want to go to. George of the Jungle in San Jose, California. Tom and Kelly from Eatonville, Georgia. I hope to meet you guys someday. You're always there with us. Dan from Whitestone, New York. He's always with us. Merlin from Walla Walla. Jason and Yana, I met you. We all met you from Granite Falls, Washington. Thank you. Russ from Chichester. Russ, you're awesome. Hey, look who it is. He was just here. I talked to him last night. It's Ronnie Fulton. How you doing, Ronnie? We have Michael from Queens Creek, Arizona. We have Bermuda. We have Steve from Bermuda. We have Johnny from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. We have Paul from Sherry. We have Paul, Sherry, and Sam from Arizona. We have Dale from Swaddlincote, England. We have Cadfael from Doylesig, Wales. Hopefully I pronounced that. Cadfael from Doyle's, boy, that's new for me, Wales. Paul from Bozeman, Montana, you're there a lot with us. Robert from Menifee, California. Jeff from Clarksburg, Maryland. Patrick from Strongville, Ohio. Michael from Alberta. Is that what AB is?
My book.
In my book. We have Joe. Hey guys, it's Joe from Akron, Ohio. We know Joe. He's our brother. We have Dick from Katy, Texas. We have the Warp Woodsman. That's the Johnsons from Portland, Oregon. They told me how to pronounce Oregon. We have Elk Woodworking. Dan from Kingman, Arizona. Warren from Caldwell, Idaho. Brian from Dublin, Ireland. What a great place that is. David from Israel. Leo from Holland. Zaina from Delaware. George from Naples, Florida. Joe from U.S. Stool and Fasteners. How you doing, Joe? Fredericksburg, Virginia. Oh, it is. It's him. It's Dirk from Dayton. How you doing, Dirk? I just started following you on Facebook, brother. I mean, Instagram. I can't keep up. Andre from St. Louis, Missouri. Hey, that's Andre. That's the guy I met at Mark Adams. Wicked cool. We have Sam from Kingston, New York. Rob from South Devon, England. John from Vermont. We have Willie, the Sparktrician. Peyton, don't move. Please don't move. Minnie, this is getting crazy.
I know, that's a free side.
Whew. We have Dana from Yalcourt, Washington. Rick from Tallahassee, Florida. Paul from Reading, Berkshire, UK. David from Nampa, Idaho. Ooh, get scared there. Scott from Greeley, Colorado. Roll, how are you doing? Roll from the Netherlands. Bob from Salt Lake City, Utah. Randy from Moreland, Georgia. Saxonville Woodworks from Massachusetts. Kevin from Lake Osage, Oregon. Apo from Finland. You guys are you're doing this to me.
Here all the time.
Hey, it's the superstar. It's Leisha from Festool Repair. The superstar. All right, we have Robbie Juan Kenobi from Texas. We have Swempa, Sweden. We have Carl from Brooklyn, New York. Jan from Denmark, Chris from Louisville, Kentucky, Johnny O from Atco, New Jersey, Dominic from Dedham, Massachusetts, Michael from, wow, 2 people, that's a 2-pack from Puyallup, Washington. We have Joey from Texas, Matt, how you doing, Matt, from Tinley Park, Illinois. Okay, we have Milo from Serbia, Belgrade. Woo! We have my buddy from Bravi Kitchens in Canada. You're awesome. Hell of a craftsman. We have Al from Las Vegas, Nevada. Dwayne from Rockledge, Florida. Marvin Martin.
Yeah.
Hey, Marvin, how are you? Hey, it's Mike. This is so cool. We have Mike from Hartsville, Ohio. We have Broberts. Wow, Minnie. Broberts is the mommy. What's this?
B. Roberts, 121.
B. Roberts, 120 from Mommy. Mommy. I'm from Mommy. We have Bill from San Carlos, California. We have Kirill from St. Petersburg, Russia. Awesome. We have Joe from Carlisle, Illinois. We have Dan Steele from Montreal. We have John from Thornville, Ohio. The Maestro is from London. Craig and Tyler. Hey, I know you dudes. We have Casey from Tampa, Florida. We have Jeff Covey. It's Jeff Covey.
Oh, right?
No way. I just saw him last week. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Jason from Fenton, Michigan. We have Jared from New York, New York. We have Matt from Newark, Ohio. We have Chuck from Morgantown, West Virginia. We have somebody else from West Virginia. We have Dave and we have Gwen. It's Gwen from West Virginia. She thought I had an accent, whatever. Hey, good to see you guys here. We have David from Paris, France. We have Francis, San Francisco. We have Mike from Jefferson City, Montana, Missouri. Yes, MO's Missouri. Jerry from Chi-Town, that's Chicago. Hey, Scary! Hey, the governor! The governor is here from Beers with the Boys. We have Chad and Veronica from Indiana. We have Kenneth S. from Oak Park, Illinois. Alan from Austin, Texas. John from Houston. Mike C. We have Doug from Brossard, Canada. Jacinto from Bethel, Connecticut. We have Chris Bellamy from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Arthur from Brandywine, Maryland. We have Stuart. Minnie, I'm losing it. We have Stuart from Leicestershire, UK. We have Ravindra from India. We have Robert from, hey, it's Robert, guess where he's from? Delaware. We have Michael from Mallorca, Spain. This is cool. We have Dude G. Hey.
He's been gone a while.
Dude. Hey, hey, is that the same dude?
Not that dude, it's the other dude.
Oh, because the dude we met up in Toronto, he comes up to me, and what did he say, Chris?
Oh, that's that dude.
Sedge, I'm dude.
Sedge, I'm dude.
That's that dude.
That's that dude. How you doing, dude? Okay, we have Brian from Cuba. Hey, is that the first time from Cuba?
Maybe.
I think so. Wow, that's two new countries. We have Mark from Trout Creek, Montana. We have David from Italy. We have Groovy Peasant from Romania. That is so cool. We have Jaron from the Netherlands. We have Russell from Hudson, Ohio. We have, that's a cool name. We have Johnny Ringo. Okay, and who else do we have, men? We have Alex or Ales from the Czech Republic. Minnie keeps writing. Chris, keep going. I'm going to do this really quick. Oh my God, wet my whistle. I'm gonna do one more. Oh God, Minnie. Okay, hey, that's a cool place.
It is.
Oh no, or is that a guy?
That's the guy.
That's the guy. Jacob from Poland, how are you? I think that's gonna be the wrap, okay? We've been calling out people for about 6 minutes. Thank you very much.
We got everybody this time.
We got everybody, Min. Hey, everybody, that's you watching. Thank you. We love you here. Festool Live crowd, crew, we always talk about you. You're always there with us. Whether you're watching live right now or watching tomorrow morning, we hear it all the time. Monday morning, I wake up and I look how many views we have on Festool Live, and I want to thank you. We all want to thank you. You know what? You got to do us a favor, though. Go out and have a fantastic weekend. We will be here next Friday, 12 noon, for Festool Live. Hey! That's a wrap.